There's one human, though, who refuses to adapt to the new rules. There is one human who is in a position of power that sees a new rule and says, to hell with it. I'm not going to do it. Vontaze Burfict did the same exact thing, got suspended for a year. Why is Alberto Riveron not suspended for the rest of the year? Why is Alberto Riveron sitting in his little castle in New York with the hundreds of TVs around who people have to call him? The refs on the field have zero say in anything. They call Alberto Riveron. He goes through the video. They call him back like, up, go back. Yeah, that was a push-off on the Pittsburgh Steelers last night. Even though the entire internet, even though the commentators, even though that dud that's in the Monday Night Football booth, John Perry, who was an incredible referee, they all looked at the review and they said that was definitely not a push-off by the Pittsburgh Steelers. This should get overturned as a non-pass interference call. Mike Tomlin, good idea to challenge this. Alberto Riveron, though, goes, nah, we got to stick by it. We are not going to make the on-field officials look bad. We are not going to take a call that used to be a judgment call and make it a reviewable call. We are going to make this as difficult as possible for the NFL to overturn pass interference calls, which are, by the way, some of the biggest penalties in the game. The Baltimore Ravens back in the day with Joe Flacco, that was their entire offense for a while. Pass interferences are a massive call, and Alberto Riveron refuses to adapt to the new rules. It's obvious that he's taking a stand against the pass interference being reviewable. It's obvious that he doesn't want to make the on-field refs look bad at all in these particular situations. And to me, it's obvious that he is hurting the game. Alberto Riveron is hurting the game of football more than Vontaze Burfict hurt the game of football. Alberto Riveron needs to be kicked out of the league, Doug. Need to kick him out of the league. It is such a joke. It really is the case. It's so obvious. I think my brother did some research. There's only been 4 overturns, I guess, of pass interference calls, and over I think 18 or 20 reviews of it. But everyone that's on primetime television, everybody watching at home is like, yep, the Packers game. Yep, that's definitely pass interference. Alberto Riveron gets on the horn. Nah. What you call? You said it wasn't? Yeah, I'm on your side, dog. Like, I would like to get the copy. Everybody wants to hear the copy of the Ukrainian call with the president. I want to hear the copy of Alberto Riveron talking to the refs every single game that's on primetime television. Awesome. I want to hear Alberto Riveron saying, what you call? Well, we thought it was pass interference, but we're watching this alongside of you. I think we probably got it wrong. But no, you didn't. And I wonder if the on-field ref's like, well, what's everybody else saying? What's the commentator saying? Well, they're saying you're wrong too, but you're not. Alberto Riveron taking a stand for him. I hate it. I think the NFL actually tried to make the game better with these pass interference reviewable. I think they tried to make it a more, accurate game because there's so much money on the line now with these games. We need these calls to be accurate, especially when pass interference is such a big one. And Alberto Riveron in New York City refuses to adapt to the new style of football. Vontaze Burfict couldn't adapt, suspended for a year. Alberto Riveron refusing to adapt. It is very obvious to everybody. Not many things on the internet are universally agreed upon. Last night, the Pittsburgh Steelers push-off, that wasn't a push-off, was universally agreed upon except for Alberto Riveron. And that makes me think a little bit deeper about this. Anytime there's a new rule that is put into place, there's a owner's vote. So obviously with the Roby Coleman pass interference in New Orleans that wasn't called because the ref that was standing right by there was potentially from Los Angeles, was optically is not great, but I mean, that caused quite a scene down there in New Orleans. They're still talking about it to this day down there. The NFL had to change the rules. They're like, listen, if something happens like this, we have to be able to fix it, especially with the technology that we have. So the owners say, hey, pass interference is now a reviewable thing. Let's take a vote. Raise your hand if yay, you're in. 31 teams went yay. 1 team went nay. Do you know who that 1 team was?
Who?
Cincinnati Bengals.
Classic Bengals.
So last night, when that push-off is called on the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin reviews it against the Cincinnati Bengals, I would like to know if Alberto Riveron on the horn to the ref on the field said, what did you think it was? Well, I think it was a push-off. Well, everybody on the internet and our eyes, now that we're watching the review, say it's definitely not a push-off. And Alberto Riveron goes, well, let's remember now, the Bengals were on our side in this whole thing. Let's go ahead and uphold this thing. I just think Alberto Riveron's cooking the book somehow. I think he refuses to adjust, and I just don't like the way it's operating.
He's judge, jury, and executioner. I think the ref on the field, who goes under the hood, technically, whatever, should have a vote. Al should have a vote, and then they should bring in a third guy to have a vote. So majority rules as far as the call goes.
Why can't they just put the internet as one of the votes too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like have a running poll there on the side.
that.
Like let's hear what the internet thinks, and then all the big fan bases just win over the game. Then you really do. By the way, have home field advantage, and if you have a big fan base, you're winning games over other people.
Why is it necessary to give him a vote anyway?
Alberto?
Yeah.
He's everything.
I know he's like the head, but I mean, is it just because he's been there so long? Like, what makes him, like the utmost authority on this stuff as opposed to guys on the field?
I don't know, but when I say this, I mean this. I don't like Alberto Riveron. I don't like the way he's operating.
Couldn't tell.
I just don't like him.
He's a bully. He's making all the coaches flag shy.
I mean, look at the guy.
It's like, dude, you don't make the rules, bro. You enforce them. Okay? Yeah. This is just like police officers that go off on their own thing.
We're not Congress.
Yeah, listen.
We don't let cops be Congress.
Yeah, we enforce the rules. Hey, listen. We don't make the rules, we just enforce them. Classic ref line. Listen, we don't make the rules. Don't shoot the messenger. That's what you are, Alberto. Just make the right damn call, especially whenever we have 45 different angles in slow motion proving that the thing is wrong. Let it change, Alberto. Adapt to the game or get left behind. You either get on the train or you're laying on the tracks getting run over. Toot, toot, Alberto. Get on the suspension train like Vontez Burfict. Woo!